we will talk about standard hydrogen electrode. Now it is called standard because its E naught value is 0. We read this as standard reduction electrode potential of hydrogen. Now there is a container which is having HCl, concentration 1 molar, that is standard condition, 25 degrees Celsius, and a glass jacket is there through which hydrogen gas is circulated. Since we cannot have a rod for a gas, it is passed through a jacket and adsorbed on the platinum foil. Platinum is selected because it's inert. A foil of platinum on which powder of platinum black is there to increase the rate of adsorption, and a platinum wire. Now this setup is standard hydrogen electrode. This electrode can be used to calculate the electrode potential of any other electrode. Like if I want to calculate for copper we have written that E naught value is plus 0.34 electron volt. How did we get that value? This is hydrogen electrode. It is coupled with copper. Copper is the same thing as we have done. Copper rod, copper sulfate solution, 1 molar. This side is the same setup. Galvanometer, salt bridge, everything is same. But instead of zinc which we have used in the previous class, we will be using now hydrogen. So this reading will give us what is the value for the another electrode coupled with hydrogen, because hydrogen is 0. If I couple zinc with hydrogen, the galvanometer reading will give us the value for E naught of zinc. So any electrode which is coupled with hydrogen will give the value here in the galvanometer of that particular electrode. On that basis, the EMF series or the activity series or electrochemical series is prepared. Now if hydrogen was coupled with copper, what will be the cell reaction in that case? Copper, because it is more positive acts as cathode. Hydrogen is 0, so hydrogen will act as anode in this case. Hydrogen is undergoing oxidation. From 0 the oxidation number has become plus 1. Copper from 2 it has become 0, so that is undergoing reduction. So if I am writing 1/2 cell reaction, it will be only H2, that is this one. H plus electron will be H2, that is 1/2 cell. If I couple anode half and cathode half, I will get a complete cell reaction. This is the complete cell reaction of what? Hydrogen with copper, where hydrogen is undergoing oxidation and copper is undergoing reduction. Next thing, we can even write cell notations. Now what is a cell notation? It's basically a representation of a cell. Now in this, certain rules again we have to follow. Electrodes we need to write at the extreme ends. Like yesterday I told you, LOAN, L-O-A-N. Left hand side, oxidation, anode, negative electrode. Always we make sure that anode is written on the left hand side, cathode is written on the right hand side. So on the extreme ends we will write for anode and cathode, electrodes. In between them, ions. Further, you can see here, for this particular thing if I have to write, I will be writing platinum. Platinum I have to write for a non-metal electrode because it is adsorbed on it. So that's solid slash, because hydrogen is adsorbed on platinum, its physical state at 1 bar or 1 atmosphere nearly, pressure slash, because this is immersed in what solution? HCl. So I write only H plus because that is common with hydrogen. So H plus, again its concentration 1 molar. I am talking about standard so far. Double slash represents salt bridge. Then I come to cathode side. Cupric ion, that is the concentration of copper sulfate here, 1 molar slash copper. Electrodes on the extreme ends, ions in the center, double slash for salt bridge. Now same if I have to write for zinc. Zinc will act as anode in that case because zinc has more negative electrode potential value. This will be anode, hydrogen will be cathode. So same thing I have written here. Electrodes at the extreme ends, ions in the center, double slash for salt bridge. if simply I know the E naught values, these are the questions which can be framed. Like, just write the cell reaction. You have written cell notation. This is the cell notation. We can calculate E naught cell. I told you in the previous class, that is cathode minus anode, the naught values. That will give you the E naught cell. Oxidizing reducing agent. Any substance which is undergoing oxidation acts as a reducing agent, and if it is undergoing reduction, it will be oxidizing agent. So what is the oxidizing agent in this case? Because copper is undergoing here reduction, copper is acting as oxidizing agent. Hydrogen itself is undergoing oxidation, so hydrogen is acting as a reducing agent. Now if I give you one question, you write down, if the E naught value of silver, the reduction potential value of silver is 0.8 volt and that of copper is plus 0.34 volt. Write down all these things for copper and silver electrode. Cell reaction, cell notation, E naught cell, oxidizing, reducing agent. All of you will write it in your copies. Now, E naught cell is cathode minus anode only if the concentration of the solution is 1 molar. If it is not 1 molar, then what do? Then I have to make use of Nernst equation. This equation is E cell. Now I don't write not because it is no more standard. E cell is E naught cell. That is this one, cathode minus under standard conditions, minus 2.303 RT by NF log concentration of product by reactant. Let me explain the terms in it. R universal gas constant, 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. That value we are using. Temperature 25 degrees. Temperature we have not changed. It is standard 25 degrees Celsius into Kelvin 298. N stands for how many electron lost or gained. Like in this case, 2 became 0. 2 electrons are lost, 2 electrons are gained. Always loss and gain of electron for one particular cell will be equal. F 1 Faraday is 96,500 coulomb. Now, for this particular cell which we have written before this, if I write the Nernst equation, it will be something like this. E cell is E naught cell minus 0.059. Now what is this 0.059? There are certain standard things in it. This value, R value, temperature, Faraday. If I put all these values and calculate, I will get 0.059. To simplify the calculation, solving numericals, we are doing this. By N is left over, that varies depending upon what cell we are taking. Log. Product in this case there were 2, but this is solid. In equilibrium also we have done. Concentration of solid is always unity, we are ignoring it. So zinc concentration by copper concentration. This I have further expanded, cathode minus anode. So this particular cell, one numerical is normally asked in board exam based on the Nernst equation calculation. Now, G naught value. See, in thermodynamics 11th class we say that delta G naught, Gibbs energy should be negative for a process to be spontaneous. Here we say E cell should be positive for the process to be spontaneous. The cell will not function. If I make cathode, anode, if I reverse them, it will not occur. The reaction will not be there. So delta G naught is minus NF E naught cell. This is the same equation we have done in thermodynamics. Now, if I make some changes in this, I can get the next two equations also. How? See, if particular reaction is in equilibrium, we say E cell is 0. So, at equilibrium, E cell is 0. If I put this E cell 0, what will I get? E naught cell is, same thing I have written, 2.303 RT by NF log Kc. These values again if I calculate, I will get E naught cell as 0.059 by N log Kc. Even this form of the equation can be used for numericals. If I put instead of this E naught cell, this value, I will get delta G naught in this particular form. So you may be asked questions based on this is given, calculate G naught or G naught and Kc relation or E naught cell and Kc. So please mark these 4 equations. We will be using them for numericals.